let's jump into it. Okay. So if you haven't watched it already, I released a video about how to play The Sims 4. So if you just want to know how to play The Sims 4 in general, I'll link that in the description down below. But today we're specifically focusing on building. So here I am in Willow Creek. I have just base game installed. And first of all, we've just got to pick a lot to build on. I'm so sorry you're having issues. Actually, let's start again. So if you have no idea how to play The Sims 4, you can watch my other video, How to Play The Sims 4 for Beginners, which I'll link in the description down below. But hopefully you know how to get to this screen, which is your world screen. So today I'm going to teach you how to build, and we're going to build in Willow Creek, which is one of the base game worlds in The Sims 4. So there's a few things you can do when it comes to building. You can build from playing your Sims family. You can build a house that your Sim... Okay. I'm going to start again. Recording. Hi, welcome to How to Build in The Sims 4. I'm your host, Deligracy. Hi, welcome to Building in The Sims 4. How to build a starter home. Hi, welcome to How to Build in The Sims 4 for Beginners. I'm Deligracy. Let's teach you how to build your first starter home. Nah, I don't really like that intro. Hey guys, welcome to another tutorial video. Today I'm going to teach you guys how to build a house in The Sims 4, specifically a starter home, which means that it's essentially a home that your Sims can start living in from... Hi guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to build a house in The Sims 4. More specifically, how to build a starter home. If you're wondering what a starter home is, basically it's what we call a house that is pretty cheap and cheap enough for a Sim to move straight into that you've created. Usually if you create a Sim from Create a Sim, they're going to start with around 18,000 simoleons. Is that right? Is it 18,000? Oh, I thought it was just under 20. Okay. Also, James is flushing the toilet. Great. I think it's slightly under 22. We'll say around 20. Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to build your first starter home in The Sims 4. Now, no, start again. Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to build a home in The Sims 4. So this is building a house for beginners, and more specifically, we're going to build a starter home. A starter home is what we call a home in The Sims 4 that is worth around 20,000 simoleons. Simoleons being The Sims currency. The reason why we want to build around 20 grand is because when you create a Sim in a new game, they usually start with around 20,000 simoleons. The more Sims you have in a family when you begin the game, the more starter funds you're going to have. So let's get into it. I think that was a pretty good intro. So we start off by getting to your world screen, okay? Now you can build a house before you move your family in or create your family, or if you want, you can create your family and move them into a lot and then start building. For this tutorial, I'm just gonna build from what we call the world map to keep it simple. And you can either build on a vacant lot, and you'll notice depending where the lot is, depending on the lot size, it's gonna have a slightly different price. So let's say in the more affordable neighborhood, there's some smaller lots. A 30 by 20 lot is $2,000. That's the land value. If we go to a more expensive area, a 30 by 20 lot is gonna be 5,500 simoleons. So let's start pretty cheap. The other thing we can do is bulldoze an existing lot or renovate an existing lot. So I'll show you how to do that. All you have to do is click on a house. Bowser? Bowser? Oh, okay. To do that, you just click on the house you want to bulldoze or renovate. Click on this little oh, my head's in the way, typical. Bowser wants to join, did you hear that? So to do that, you can just pick a house you want to bulldoze or renovate, click on it. In the bottom right-hand corner, there's this little icon that says build. Just click on that and it will take you into the house and we can start getting to work. So here's our lot. Now, one thing I like to do when building is change the lighting. So up here, we can actually change the time of day. So if you want to like build at nighttime for some reason, you can do that. Maybe you want to figure out what the house looks like at night, or we can pick to build maybe in the afternoon when it's a little bit more bright, which is when I like to build. You can also see that there is a grid on the ground, and some people like building with that, other people don't. Some people like to turn it on and off, and you can do that by just pressing G on your keyboard. So you might notice I turn it on and off a little bit. I'll turn it off for now. Now, this house is great, but I am not in the mood to renovate today. I think we should start fresh. So let's click on this bulldoze icon up here. We can bulldoze the lot. We can bulldoze the terrain. Let's bulldoze the lot. And then you'll see that there's this terrain marking where the ground is kind of being painted. We don't want that either. So let's bulldoze the terrain as well. And now we have a beautiful, clear canvas to work on. Oh, is my shoulder covering it? Do you think it was okay? Yeah, I'll be fine. I'll just like add it in if I need to. Now, there are a couple of controls I'll let you guys know about that are just really, really basic. One is building walls. You can press B to get up this wall tool. You can also go through it through the icons as well, but I feel like no, I'm complicating it. I'm so complicating it. Oh, I just moved my screen, didn't I? So over here in the left-hand corner, this is where all of your building and buying tools are. We're going to be talking about build mode and buy mode. Build mode being how you actually build the house, the walls, the roof, the flooring, foundation. Buy mode is where we like to buy our furniture, wallpapers, pardon me, all of that stuff. So going through this, number one, you have build mode. And by clicking on different parts of the house, you can access the different things you need to build with. So if you click on this wall here, this is where you're going to get the wall and room tool, which is what we're going to start off with. Now, you can also get to the wall tool by pressing B, which is a nice quick way of doing that. So we can either build walls by clicking and dragging like this. And if we connect walls together, we're going to create a room and it's going to automatically have a floor. If we go up a level, we're also going to see the roof. You can also go up and down levels by using your page up and down key. Now, I'm just going to bulldoze that. If you don't want to have to draw out all the walls, you can do the room tool. So you just click and drag to create a room. Pretty simple. You can press Ctrl Z to go back a step. So let's start off like that. Let's build a room. I'm gonna build such a basic house. I'm gonna build a little rectangle like this. Just like that. And if you want to build along with me, you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is 6 across 10 back in terms of grid squares. Let's build a box hype. Now, boxes are nice, okay? Like a box is fine, but you might want to make it look a little more... No, let's not even go into that. Okay, so now we have our first box. I also want to create another box on the side here. So I'm going to click and drag another one. Just like this. And this is going to be our bathroom. So that's a 3 across by 4 back box, okay? So this is what it looks like from a bird's eye view. Now, I think that's looking pretty good, but it would be nice to have a roof on top of it, wouldn't it? So let's go to the house here and click the roof, and we've got all our different roofs here. We've got diagonal ones, hexagonal, hipped roof, half gabled roof, half hipped roof, and that gets pretty complicated. So let's keep it as basic as possible. Go for the gabled roof. Click on it, and we're gonna place the green square on top and click. So we've got a little roof here, and there's all these arrows. Let's click and drag the right arrow all the way across, just like that. Rotate your camera, and then go to this arrow here at the back, click and pull that all the way so we cover the whole room. There we go. We got a roof there, folks. How good is that? Now, if you feel like the roof is a little too high, we can use these arrows to just adjust it a little bit. So pull it down a little bit just to make it look a little more balanced. That's pretty good. Now, I think we need a roof here as well. So let's click on the same gabled roof. And I don't actually want it to face this way. So what I'm going to do... How actually do you rotate this without using a shortcut key? I don't think you can you? Yeah, I know the keys, but was there any other way of doing it? Oh, place it first. Okay. So click on the gabled roof. Place it on top of your box, just like that. Let's pull up back from this arrow to cover it all. And I'm kind of thinking, you know what? I like it, but I don't really want these facing the same way. I'd like the roof to face the other way. So you can click off it to unselect it, or you can click on it to select it again. Let's use this rotate button to rotate it, just like that, so it faces the other way. Let's pull this arrow to the left to cover it fully. That's looking really nice. But we've got a little bit of a perky bit over here. So let's click on the roof, pull this arrow back, and I want it to just intersect the center of the other roof. There we go. Looking better. And now we have this little perky bit. So I say we just lower the roof, click this top arrow, pull it down, and there we go. We have such a cute little house. Beautiful. Okay, now we've got the basic look of our house. Not bad. I think we need some doors and windows. We're gonna need some wallpaper, and we're gonna need to furnish it now. So let's start with a door. Let's click on the door here, and we've got a whole heap of different doors you can pick from. Just pick any door as the front door. I'm gonna maybe go for this nice exterior door with multi-pane window. There we go. Place your door. Just click to place it. Now, you might also think, wow, that door looks kind of teeny tiny, doesn't it? Well, to get rid of the door that you're holding onto, just press delete. And if you click on the walls, there's actually 3 different wall heights. So I'm going to make the walls a little shorter. There we go. Now it fits my house really nicely. Now let's click on the window over here and add a few windows to your house. The windows kind of snap to the grid. If you hold down your Alt key, you can place them more specifically. I'm just going to hold down Alt and place them in line with my door. I'm also going to place a couple of other windows around the place. Just like this. I'm just going to rotate my house. Place a few others. You can place as many or as little as you want. You can place different windows as well. And I think it would be really quite cute to have a little round window at the top here. There we go. Now, if your windows is scaring you a little bit and you don't want to place them all yourself or you're in a rush, you can actually get the game to place them for you. And this is something I always forget about. Do you think I'm going too in depth with this? Guys, I think this is too in depth. I think I'm going too slowly. You think it's fine? Okay. Oops. If the windows and door placement is if the window placement is a little bit much for you, there's also a thing called auto windows. So you just have to click on the room here. And I personally always forget about this, but you click on auto windows by room and then click on the window you want. And all you have to do is drag it and click, and it's just gonna automatically put windows in. So let's put another auto click of windows here as well, and bam, it's all done for you. Now, I personally think the windows look a little weird here, so I'm just gonna click and delete one and then move this one across. You know what? I might just delete the other one. There we go. And then I'll put a front door back. And I'm also gonna lower my walls again. Now let's get some wallpaper. So let's click on wallpapers. Now actually, let's do the auto windows again, because I said to lower this. Now, if you don't like the idea of placing windows, that's okay. What we can do is just click on the windows again. And instead of selecting by window, we can select by room, which basically means it's gonna place the windows for you. So I can just click on whatever window I want. I can click on the house and bam, they'll place them for me. And I can do the same thing here. And if you don't want some of the windows, like I personally think these look a little bit funny, I'm just gonna click and delete them with delete on my keyboard. So let's put in our door again. Bam, put that in. And then of course I did like my little circular window. I need to click back on by window to place that. And then I have this. Let's now pick some wallpapers by going to wall patterns. You can go to the different categories. So we have wallpaper, tiles, rock and stone, etc. I might like to make a masonry home. So I'm gonna get a very basic brick. I like this one here, but I feel like the gray isn't really my vibe. So I'm gonna click on the little swatch icons and I can pick a different swatch. To apply wallpaper, you can just click if you want, but obviously that's gonna become a little bit time consuming the bigger your houses are. So it's much easier to just hold down Shift to cover a whole room, just like that. You might want to mix it up a little bit, so let's go for some weatherboard. Siding, just the icon over here, and I might like to do a gray, simple siding. Now, I could hold Shift to cover it all, or I can also hold Alt, and that'll just cover one wall at a time. There we go. If you see something that you like and you just want to copy it, there is also the Eyedropper tool up here. So you can use this. You can also use the shortcut E. And I want to put another round window in. So I'm going to select it. It's going to copy it. And I'm going to place another window over here. But uh-oh, the game's not letting me. Now, why is that? Should we introduce the Move Objects cheat? Hello?
Hi, it's me.
Hi.
I just need to access my computer.
Oh, that's okay.
Is that okay? I didn't run that.
No, that's fine. Balsa was crying when you left.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. I don't think anyone heard, but I could just hear him having a little sook. I'm doing a building tutorial.
I thought so. Do you need me to teach you how to do it?
That's rude. Chat says hi.
Hi.
Also, the stream dropped out again.
Ah.
It's happened like the last several streams.
Well, maybe after this one, I'll just unplug everything and plug it back in again.
Yeah, I don't know what it's doing.
It might just be a bad cable one that needs to be refixed again.
Maybe. I have to go back to work now. Don't talk to me. Don't make that face. He's going. So when you're unable to place an object because the game is basically saying you can't do that, you might want to use a little cheat. Now, there's a cheat called the Move Objects cheat, which might seem a little overwhelming or advanced for you for your first build, so you don't have to do this. But just in case you're interested, you can go Control-Shift-C to get our cheat box up, and you can go bb.move objects space on, enter. Your sound came through.
Shouldn't, my microphone's muted.
Your 2-point came through.
What? Why is that going through? Oh, because console is on my chat channel. That's so funny. Sorry.
It's okay. Press enter and now it says move objects cheat is on. Press escape and that disappears. And now check it out. We can place our window. So that's just a little cheat you can use if you feel up to it. But bear in mind, it might, you know what? I'm not even going to say anything about that. Click and place. There we go. I'm also thinking my roof could be a different color. So I'm going to go to roof patterns over here and pick, maybe not that one. Let's go a corrugated castle roof. Actually, that's kind of icky. Maybe just shake it up. There we go. And you'll also see that the roof has these gray edges and I want to get rid of that. So we can go over to here to roof trims. And I'm going to click on one of these and I can actually frame my roofing nicely. So there's a better trim, just like that. There's a few other things in build mode as well. You might want to go to wall sculptures and you can add a couple of flowers at the front of your house, just like this. Some awnings if you wanted to. Or you can keep it as simple as you like. I feel like we need a little pathway leading to our house. Now there's two ways we can do this. We can go to floor patterns and we can go to stone and you can make click and drag a little path just like that. Or if you don't want to do it that way and you want something a little bit more organic, we can use the terrain tool. And the terrain tool basically paints your ground, your terrain. So we can go to stone and pavements and we can select one of these. And then you can click and literally just draw it on, just like that. You can also change the size of your brush, the shape. You can make it a little bit lighter around the edges. So just draw on a path. Beautiful. I also think we should add a hedge. So go to your tree here for your outdoor plants, go to your shrubs. Let's grab the starter hedge because we are building a starter home. And just click and place a few of those hedges in. Also get a tree. Let's go with this hawthorn tree. Place it to the side. There we go. And now our house is looking so good. We can also add a fence. Go to fences. Which fence do we want? I really feel like they should put a picket fence in base game. Tallulah, thank you for the 7 months. Maybe a hedge. Oh yeah, should we add hills? Maybe we should do that. Or maybe we should put that in more like a landscaping for beginners video. I'm just going to select this one, I think. Let's go for the wooden horizontal fencing. And you'll notice it probably automatically says replace fence. You want to go up to place fences by drawing, and then you can just click and drag the fence. Let's drag it across just like this, but actually no. Let's build a nice square around our house. Well, it's actually more like a rectangle, isn't it? And close it just like that. It might be a little bit hard for your Sims to get inside, so let's add a gate. Go to your gates here, add whichever gate you like the look of. Which gate do I like the look of? I don't like any of these gates. I'm going to select this one, but in the blue swatch. Place that down. And now our house is looking a little bit better. Okay, now we've got the exterior of our house done. Let's work on the interior. So remember to use page down, or you can use these. Wait, is it page? Yeah. Remember, you can use page down on your keyboard, or you can use the arrows in the top right-hand corner to go down a floor. And now you can see inside your house. So the house is looking pretty dark. Some people are okay building like this, but I personally like to add a couple of lights inside to see a bit better. So you can go into build mode. Click this next icon under build mode. So this basically organizes all the objects by room. So you can go to kitchen, bathroom, bedroom, and then you can just click on the different objects in the room to find what you want. Or you can go to objects by function, which means you can look in a list here to find exactly what you want. So let's go to objects by function, go to lighting, and this is going to be all the different kinds of lights we can use. I want to go get a ceiling lamp, and I'm going to go to the second one here, the super subtle saucer light. Click on that, and we're going to place a few inside the house. Place 6 of them, just like this. If you're having trouble placing them, then turn the grid on using the G key on your keyboard. Place them using the G key on your keyboard. Now put a light in your bathroom as well. Cool, so now we can actually see. Do you like my tutorial voice?
That's so funny. Press the G key on your keyboard. If you're having trouble, try pressing G.
If you're having trouble, you can also select use the tutorial in your Sims game. Actually, I never told people to turn that off. So funny.
Welcome to Lee Carvello's putting challenge.
Welcome to how to build your first Sims 4 house with Deligracy. Hi, I'm Deligracy, and we're gonna build a home. So let's jump back to build mode because we need to put some flooring in the house. We also need to put some wallpaper in the house, and we're gonna maybe want to make a few more rooms. So jump into build mode. Now remember, if you press walls and empty rooms here, you're able to get up walls. But if you want to do it quickly, then just press B on your keyboard. Instead of using the room key like we did it. Instead of using the room key like we did before, we're just going to use the room. No, what? Instead of using the room tool like we did before, we're just going to use the wall tool because we're going to draw out our floor plan. What kind of floor plan should we do? Moshi, what's up? So let's start by building our bedroom, okay? So drag across 4 tiles, just like that, and let go of your mouse. And that's gonna create your first wall of your floor plan. Then let's finish off the room by clicking and drawing the wall back, just like this. I'm gonna turn this area into a little study nook. So just go back by 1 tile and click and drag to close that off into the study. Now, I personally think our windows are looking a little odd here, so let's click and drag those windows and make them look a little bit more balanced. I'm even gonna click and delete this one because it just looks a bit weird. Okay, so now we've got this. I think the rest of the house should be just open plan living. Let's add a couple of doors because without doors, our Sims aren't gonna be able to get around the house. So let's place a door to the study just like this, and a door just like this to your room. And then we're gonna have a door here for the bathroom. Now click on flooring and we're gonna put some carpet in the bedroom. So go to your carpet category, pick whatever carpet and color you like. And just like with walls, just like with wallpaper, if you hold down Shift before placing, it's gonna fill the whole room. Just go like that. Then go to tiles for our bathroom. I'm gonna do a nice blue tile. Let's just hover over the bathroom. Shit, that's, oh!
I never swear.
I don't swear!
Really?
This is getting complicated.
Good thing The Sims is easy, I
Jumps.
swear, guys.
Okay, now we've got to put some flooring in our rooms. I'm thinking we put carpet in the bedroom, tiles in the bathroom, and maybe carpet again. No. All right, now let's put some flooring in our rooms. Let's start with some carpet in the bedroom. So you want to click on floor patterns over here, go to the carpet category. I'm going to go with a nice charcoal carpet. Hold down Shift. It's just like when you painted the exterior of your house. If you hold down Shift, it'll cover the whole area. Hold down Shift, click. Then let's go to tiles for the bathroom. Let's get a nice blue tile. Hover over the bathroom floor, press Shift, click, and then maybe we want to do floorboards in the main living area. So let's go to wood here. I'm going to go with maybe this nice old worldwide plank flooring. Shift, click, just like that. And I'm thinking maybe I want to repeat the same carpet in the office. So I'm going to go to my eyedropper tool up here that we used earlier, click on the flooring in our bedroom, Shift, click. Now let's add some wallpaper. So go to your wallpaper over here, click the category you want your wallpaper from. How about we do wallpaper? One of my favorite wallpapers. Oh, my head's in the way. One of my favorite wallpapers is just over here, plain but pretty in the gray swatch. And just like we did on the exterior of the house, we're gonna Shift, click, Shift, click, Shift, click. Or maybe if you wanna mix it up a bit, we can do a different color in the bedroom. And then the bathroom, I'm gonna go with matching tiles. Oh, there is no matching tiles. Are there matching tiles? Matching tiles. In the bathroom, I think we should get some tiles. Unfortunately, there's no matching ones, so we're just gonna go plain white. Shift, click. Now, in my bathroom, if I didn't want tiles everywhere, I could use my eyedropper tool. Grab the same color from the office, hold down Alt instead of Shift to make 2 of the walls painted and then the other 2 tiled. I'm also thinking the bathroom doesn't need this many windows. So you can go to the sledgehammer tool or press K on your keyboard and we can just delete a couple of those windows. Cool. Now, if you want to get away from holding the sledgehammer tool, you can go back to the select button or press H. All right, our house is looking really nice. Thank you, I forgot about my camera. Oops. Hello again, it's me.
This tutorial is flawless.
We did a how to play The Sims 4 one before this.
Yeah. How'd it go?
Really good.
Really good.
Mm. Just a reminder, if the grid's annoying you, you can turn it on and off with your G key. Now let's get into furnishing. So we got to go over to here to our objects by room, and let's maybe start off with our kitchen. So go to the kitchen icon. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. And you might want to rotate your camera. Okay, let's start off with some kitchen counters. Click on the counters, pick whichever one you want. I'm gonna go with this one. Click on it and place it in the corner. If you need to rotate the object, you can use your full stop and comma key to do that. Or you can place it. Nah, no one wants to learn how to do it that way, so let's not do that. With some items, such as kitchen counters. Actually, is it with any other items in the game? You know what? We should start with the lounge room because the kitchen's kind of complicated. All right, now it's time to furnish our house. Let's start off with a little lounge room. So go to your objects by room. Or maybe start with the bedroom. Okay, let's do that. Good idea. All right, now it's time to furnish our house. So let's start with the bedroom because that's nice and easy. Let's go to select objects by room, select on the bed icon because that's going to be bedroom. And let's start off with a bed. So let's click on that. I'm going to zoom into my room so I can really see what I'm doing. And I'm going to want a double bed. Let's pick this one. And I can click a different swatch. Drag the bed in, just place it, and we probably want a couple of bedside tables next. So let's go to end tables. Let's place a couple of those next to the bed. We want some bedside lamps, so let's go to lighting. Some of these lights are made to go on the walls. Some of them are from the ceiling. Some of them sit on the floor. I want one of the table lights, so scroll down a little bit to get to those. I'm gonna pick this personal spotlight. Let's select this one, and I can click, hold, and rotate if I want the items to kind of face inwards, or maybe I want it to look a little bit more organic and realistic. So I'll have one facing the front, one just on an angle. I feel like maybe we need some curtains in the room. So let's go to window coverings. I'm gonna just get some plain white curtains to put over the windows, just like that. Oh, actually, no, they're going to the floor. I want some curtains as well, so I'm just going to go to the window covering section, and I'm going to pick these little curtains, bit in the white swatch, and just place them over my windows. While I'm at it, I might put some in the other rooms as well. Maybe we should have a painting in here as well, so let's put up a painting or poster. Hey, maybe they're a fan of The Sims 4 as well. Holding down the Alt key means we can place it anywhere we want on the wall or the floor without it snapping to the grid. So hold down Alt and place your painting by clicking. Place your painting by clicking. I think the last thing you probably need in a bedroom. The other thing you might want to have in your Sims bedroom is a dresser. And dressers mean that your Sims can actually change their outfits. What else can you do with a dresser? That'll do. So here's one of... there's not really that much room. I think this will be fine. I'm going to select this one because it kind of matches the color we're going for in the room. Now, it does sit out a little bit from the wall, which I don't know why they did that, just side note. But anyway, sits out a little bit from the wall. So let's hold down our Alt key. Oh, wait, if people don't have move objects on, it's not gonna work, is it? I should have built this room better.
That can be part of the tutorials, adjusting already built rooms.
True. So the other thing you usually want to put in a Sim's bedroom is a wardrobe, because it means that your Sim can plan their outfit or change outfits. So go to the dresses over here and you'll see the different wardrobes available. And if you click and go to place it, it looks like there's not going to be much room for our Sims to get through. So we're going to have to edit one of the rooms we've built to make a little bit more room. In fact, I'd like to create a little pocket here that my wardrobe can kind of sit in. So if you click on the rooms, you can also adjust them. You can use the arrows to click and drag them to whatever size you want. You can click and drag them to whatever size you want. We don't really want to make a huge bedroom because then we don't really have enough room for the living space. So I'm actually going to do this manually with our wall tool. So press B, and we want to delete this wall. Actually, no. I only want the wall to sit out a little bit. So instead of dragging the whole room, what I'm going to do is use our Bulldoze tool. No, I'm not. I don't want to move the whole room because I don't want a huge bedroom. I just want to have a little piece sticking out for this dresser to sit in. So I'm going to go ahead and click on our sledgehammer tool. Click on it and you'll see that wherever you point your cursor, the wall will highlight, and that's what it's going to delete if you click on it. So let's click to delete a couple of pieces of the wall. Let's go back to our wall tool by pressing B, and let's redraw the wall just like this, clicking and dragging and closing up the room to create a little spot for our dresser. Press the H key to get to your hand or select the cursor. Click and drag your dresser. And then we have a little bit of painting to do here. So just click on your eyedropper tool to copy the wallpaper. Click where you want it to go. Also click the flooring, replace the flooring underneath. And ta-da, we have our dresser space. I've just realized that I really don't like the color of this dresser. So instead of going back to the dresser category and picking it again in the swatch that I like, I can actually just go up to here, select the design tool, and I can just click on the item that I want to change the swatch of. So let's maybe pick this darker color. Last of all, I'm going to go back to our room tool, go to the bedroom, go to mirrors, and I want to put a nice mirror above our dresser. So let's put that up there. I'm also going to add a little plant. Maybe I also want to add a clock. So click, put the clock on an angle, and there we go. We have our bedroom all finished. Also, don't forget to paint the wall over here on the other side. We might also want to reposition the light we initially placed. I'm going to hold down Alt to put the lights exactly where I want them. So now we've done the bedroom, let's move on to the living space. So this is where our kitchen is going to be, and our lounge room. I don't know why I'm speaking like this. Let's go to our room tool. Go to kitchen, select a counter. Now, counters are the only object in the game that are a little bit more complex. Maybe let's not do kitchen. Let's just go to the study. Actually, no. Next up, let's work on the bathroom. So click on your room tool, go to your bathroom, and your Sims are going to need a toilet and a shower or bathtub. It's also handy to have a sink as well. So let's click on our toilet, select a toilet, place it. I personally like to I also personally like to go to the accents here and get a little toilet roll. Just, you know, they don't actually use the toilet roll, but I feel like it makes me feel better. How do I explain that? I also personally like to go to accents to the toilet roll because I just feel like it makes me feel better, even though my Sims won't actually use it. I'm gonna add a shower in here as well. Heck, I might add a whole shower and bathtub. And if I don't like this wall showing, you know what? I might just build another wall in here, put some tiles on it, and that way it's got its nice little area. Now, last of all, I can select a freestanding sink, or if I want to, I can create a sink out of placing a couple of counters and then placing a free sink object within it. I can click on a mirror. And I can place a mirror if it wants to work for me. I can click on a mirror, put a mirror in, and I might even want some artwork on the wall. So I'm going to click on the painting, scroll down, find something I like, something that fits the room nicely. And just place it there as well. Finish off your room with a little bit of clutter to make it look a bit more homely. Perfect. And then the last thing I think we need is maybe a nice little plant in the corner. So let's place that there. Maybe put it in a different color. Ew, that looks really bad. Let's make it gray. Hi, Dr. Gluon. We're filming a tutorial. Do we want to do a 20K budget? I guess we are building a starter home. The purple frame's always been there. Now, you might have got a little bit carried away with yourself and forgotten a little. This would be a good time to maybe check in with how expensive this house is and if it is able to still be within a $20,000 budget. So you can actually click on the top left-hand corner for your venue info, and you can see how much this lot is worth. We're at 16,000 simoleons. We're almost at 20,000, so we may need to delete a few items at the end. But let's just keep going for fun anyway. Let's go to our lounge room, select a couch. And place it in the corner like this. We're also gonna want a TV. I don't wanna get anything too amazing and expensive because it's gonna blow our budget like crazy, but maybe we could use this cute little penguin TV. I don't like it on the floor though. So let's get a table to put it on. Maybe this one. And if we select our TV and if we select our TV and hover over the table, it's going to automatically sit up on it. We might need a little armchair as well, so let's go with one of the less expensive ones. Click and rotate it. And if you want to, you can actually click and hold Alt to place it not on the grid, just like that. Also going to put a couple of decor objects on here, maybe some flowers. This might be a little bit too expensive, but we'll see how we go. And last of all, I'm going to add a rug. This one sure looks like fun. No. And let's maybe also put a rug in here as well. Geez, we're sure burning through that budget. Now let's get some counters. No, what? I didn't even tell you about the kitchen. Now that the lounge room is done, let's work on the final essential. No. Now that we've done the lounge room, let's do the kitchen. So click on the kitchen icon, and here are our kitchen counters. I'm gonna use this base game one because it's the cheapest. And if I click on it, let's place it right here. Place another counter next to your existing one. Now click on stove so your Sims can cook. Place that. And we're also going to need a fridge, so place that next to your stove. Does that look a little weird to you? Because that looks weird to me. I think we should actually swap these around. Actually, no, we won't. Is it normal to have a stove next to a fridge? I don't know. You're also going to need a sink, so select your sink and place it on your counter. I also feel like it would look nice to have some tiles behind the kitchen as well, so I've used the Eyedropper Tool to copy it from the bathroom and drag it across. You might even like to place a wall here. We've gone over budget. Uh-oh. It looks like we've gone a little over budget. We're gonna have to fix that soon. Last of all, your Sims can eat food sitting on the couch, but you might want a dining table. So let's go ahead, go to the dining room, select a small dining table that isn't too expensive. Now select chairs, and by hovering them near the dining table, they're going to clip automatically. Just like that. Because they're in front of the door, I think we should maybe shuffle this a little bit. So hold down the Alt key and move your dining table to the center. Now that we've got everything we need, we are $678 above our budget. So unfortunately, the only way to get that budget back down again is to delete some items. So we've got to look at what is an essential. I guess we'll have to save up a bit longer before we create our study. So what we could actually do is delete the whole study room, and then we become under budget. Or if we want to keep that room for later, maybe we could just select and delete some of the curtains, and you'll see our budget is coming back down again. Maybe I can get rid of these decor items in the bathroom, or a painting, or even a pot plant. I'm kind of feeling sad though, because I felt like our house looked really nice. Get rid of the fence. Maybe we should think about what item we could really do without that might be costing a lot of money. What can you see that could be deleted? Aha. I think the fence could go, because we're not really using the fence, are we?
What is this door? Door of the Explorer.
Aha.
Swiper, no swiping.
Click your sledgehammer tool and let's click, highlight the whole side of the fence and delete. Oh yeah, see that money come back? Let's do it to the side as well. And look at that, we've come right under budget. I'm gonna delete this whole side of the fence, and then maybe we can just tidy it up by connecting it to the house. So click and drag it to connect to the house. And ta-da! We have a house under $20,000 ready for a sim to move into. I feel like we could film this all over again and do a way better job.
We've got 35 minutes.
Should we start it again and refilm, you guys? Or just keep it? Yeah, I can see the bit of mailbox needs to be it. How long are you going for today? Well, I need to finish in half an hour because James is going to join Zeus.
Mm-hmm.
Kamoshi YOLO. Let's just do it again. See, this is what happens, you guys. Sometimes when I film, I have to do it again from the start. And it's fine, you know? I can do it in 30 minutes. Are you kidding me? Let's do it. Let's mother trucking do it. Sorry, that was way too gay. Okay. Because this took an hour. No, we can do it. Hi, everyone. I'm Deligracy, and welcome to How to Build a... Okay. Serious. Hi guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to teach you guys how to build your own starter home. No, start again. Hey guys, it's Deligracy here and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm going to teach you how to build a house in The Sims 4, more specifically how to build a starter home. A starter home is basically the name we call a house in The Sims that is ready for a new Sims family to move into. The reason why we need to build a starter home is because new Sim families typically don't start off with much money. Usually they're given $20,000 for a single Sim family. So we're gonna build a $20,000 home in The Sims 4. Let's get into it. That was sick. That was such a good intro, holy crap. So going into map view, you can build a house from here. You can select a blank lot to build on, or you can select a house that's already been built, renovate it, or even just bulldoze the whole lot. If you've already created a family, you can build it from, you can build a house before you create a family, or you can create a family and then build their house. It doesn't really matter. But let's just go into a lot and I'll show you how to bulldoze a house. I don't know, I just like bulldozing things, it's really fun. Different lots cost different prices. So for example, in this neighborhood, where it's a more affordable neighborhood, a 30 by 20 lot costs $2,000. If we go to a more affluent area over here, a 30 by 20 lot is gonna cost $5,000. So obviously we're gonna go for a cheaper lot. This is only 20 by 15. So I think if we bulldoze this house, it's gonna be even cheaper. So let's select that. Now press your build button and let's get into what we call build and buy mode. So this is our house here. You can use the page up and page down key to go up and down levels or to just have the roof on and off. Don't forget that you can change the view of your walls by pressing this icon up here, or if you don't even wanna do that, I've forgotten how to do it.
What are you doing?
Wait, how do I? Oh my God. Okay, page up and down. No, wait.
You need to check my tutorials?
Oh my God, I've forgotten how to play Hermand. That's so weird, that's so weird. Or you can use the home and end keys to cut away your walls as well. Oh, that's so embarrassing. All right, so I want to bulldoze this lot. I'm not going to bother renovating it. So let's press the bulldoze key. Let's select the top one, bulldoze lot. Okay, we're going to have some terrain paint hanging around as well. So click on it again and press bulldoze terrain. There we go. We can turn the grid on and off by pressing the G key, just like that if you don't like looking at the grid. Let's keep it on for now though. So start off by looking to your left. What do we have here? We have build mode. And we also have buy mode. Buy mode is objects by room or objects by function and your inventory. This is only important if you have a family who already have items. We don't have a family right now. So wherever you click on this image is what tool you're going to be using. So you'll click on the roof if you want a roof. Usually you want to start off with walls. So let's click on the wall here and we get the wall tool. You can either click and drag to build walls, and once all the walls connect, it will automatically create a room. Press Ctrl Z to get rid of what you've just done, or you can use the room tool here. Click on that and you can click and drag a whole room. So that's what we're gonna be starting with today. Let's create a room that is Let's create a room that is 4 by 5 at the back of your lot. Now let's create another room beneath that, which is going to be our living area. So click and drag that to roughly this size. Now let's add a bathroom on the other side as well. So click and drag a 2x3 room as well. And this is going to be our house. Pretty cool. And it's automatically got a ceiling. It's automatically got flooring. Now let's work on the roof. Click on the roof. There's a whole heap of different kinds you can use. And now click the gabled roof. Place it on top of the ceiling, and you can use these arrows here to adjust it to the size that you want. So let's pull the arrow all the way back to cover this entire side of the house. Oh, now you think it's too fast? Okay, let's try the roof again. Click on the roof over here, and there's a whole heap of different roofs you can use. So let's do the gabled roof. Click on this. Now, if you drag it on top of your house, it's gonna show a green square, and that indicates where it's gonna be placed. So let's put it in the bottom left-hand corner, click on it, and we have a little roof. It's clearly too small for our house. So we can just use the arrows to drag it to cover the whole house. So let's click this arrow and drag it all the way down here. We can pull the side arrow across and just pull it so your house sits over the left-hand side of the building. If you want to change the pitch height, just click the arrow on top and pull it down slightly. Easy peasy. Now select the same roof again and place it right next to the roof you've already placed. Thank you so much, Back Pocket, for rating. I'm just recording a video right now, so thank you so much. We're doing a tutorial for beginners for building. Now, this looks a little strange that our roofs are like right next to each other. So I think what we want to do is rotate this. So once you've placed it, use this arrow key right here to rotate it, because I want to have it looking to the side. Now drag it across this whole portion of the building and bring it forward so it's fully covered. It's clearly way too high, so I'm going to lower the height of the roof. And I think it would be really nice if we could drag this back into the other roof as well, just to tidy it up a bit. Okay, so that looks okay. I still feel like it looks a little strange though, like the roof is clipping out, isn't it? So maybe let's bring this roof a little bit forward. I think I built the house wrong. Oh well. Let's also add a couple of We're gonna fix this up in just a second. We also have this added bit over here. So let's add another gabled roof over here. Let's rotate it again. Let's lower the roof so it just sits underneath this one nicely. Just like that. So we have the general shape of our house, even though it looks a little odd still. Now, let's look at the floor plan. One thing you can do with houses is if you click on a room, you can expand them and adjust them to any size you want. Or the other way to edit a room is to use your wall tool and just draw it in. So we have this roof sticking out here. So what I'm actually going to do is draw a little bit of extra roof on, just like that. If I put my walls down, I'm going to delete the inner wall just like that. So now we have a more unique shape and the house looks a little bit more well put together. I think we're going to need some windows as well. So you can place windows manually from going to the windows section, just like that. Or if you want to make it a little bit easier for yourself, you can place windows by room. So you select windows by room, whichever window you want, maybe this one, and you can just click and they'll place automatically, just like that. Let's just click around the place. Now, of course, you don't want to use all of these windows, so we can use the sledgehammer tool to delete the ones we don't want. I know this is going to be a bathroom, so I'm going to delete some windows around this room. And I also don't like these windows tucked on the side. We also have to keep in mind that we're building on a budget, so we don't want to have too many windows that we can't afford. So I'm just going to delete a few of them. You know, you can click them, move them around, but at least it gave us a bit of a leg up to begin with. Once you have your windows sorted, let's go to doors. Let's just select one of these basic doors. And we can click and place it. The wall height looks way too tall. So let's click on the wall and select one of these three wall sizes. You can do the tall wall if we want, but I think we should go with a shorter wall. Oh, we should have done the walls at the beginning. Damn it, I mucked it up again.
Maybe you need a list of bullet points to go through.
I
So
know.
you get the order right.
It's fine, it's fine. Next up, we need to place some windows. No. Now that we've finished our hat, this is so hard when you're working on a time. Okay. Now that we've got the basic shape of our house, I'm thinking it's looking a little bit tall. So if you click on the walls, there's actually 3 different wall heights you can have. You can have a tall wall, you can have the medium wall, or we can have a shorter wall. I think the shorter wall looks better. Let's add some windows. Click on the window panel. And let's select a basic window to place around the house. Automatically, you need to place them manually, just by clicking. But if you want to be faster with things, you can also place rooms automatically by selecting by room. And then all you have to do is hover over a room and the game will automatically place them for you. Because we're working on a budget though, I think I'm going to place them manually. I'm going to click back to the by window placement. And I'm just going to put a couple of windows in here. Maybe we have one near the front door. We could have one in the bathroom. A couple over here. One over here. Just put them wherever you want. But don't go too overboard because we're still working on a budget. I'm going too overboard. There we go. Now we just need a front door. So let's pick this one. Beautiful. You can also change the roofing style by clicking on your roof patterns. I'm going to select this roofing. You can also pick a roof trim as well. Let's click these. And you might have noticed I'm also hovering over swatches, which allows me to pick a color of an item. The house is looking a little boring, so let's select a wallpaper. Go to wall patterns and go to the category that you want. I'm gonna do a mix of masonry and wood. So I'm gonna go down to a brick I like. I'm gonna select a red brick, and you can either click and place walls individually, or you can hold Alt to do an entire wall, or if you're feeling really keen, you can hold Shift and it will do a whole portion of the house. Let's just do that. I think this side of the house would look really nice if it was in wood. It would also make it look a little more interesting. So let's go down to our siding. I'm gonna pick a nice gray color and I'm gonna hold Alt to place it on the different walls. Don't forget the roof as well. I'm also struggling to see my house a little bit, so I can use this time of day setting over here to change whether I see it in the morning or the afternoon or nighttime. So let's do the morning view. That looks good. If I want to place a path, I can go to floor tiles. We can go to a masonry and place a stone if we want. Or if we want to make it look a bit more organic and save some money, we can go to terrain tools. And we can essentially paint the ground with a terrain. And this doesn't even cost anything. So let's just click and drag and color in a nice front path. You can also do many more things like adding fountains. And changing the terrain. But that's probably for another day. Let's just keep it simple. I will, however, encourage you to add a tree. So let's pop a tree in. Let's also get a hedge. I'm going to place a couple of these starter hedges along our windows, just like that, just to make it look a little more pretty. You can also add a chimney, or you could add some flower beds underneath a window, which I might do as well. There we go. Looking cute. Now it's time to do the interior of our house. So I'm gonna put my walls down. Remember, you gotta go down a level to get rid of the roof, and then you can use this walls up tool to change how you view your house. I personally like to look at it from a bird's eye view to figure out the floor plan. Now, one thing you're gonna notice is, well, my sim can't get into any of the rooms. So let's add in a couple of interior doors, just like that. I could use the wall tool to maybe make a separate kitchen dining area if I wanted to as well. So let's just draw another wall there. We can use the eyedropper tool to copy something we've already placed. So I can just click on that, click on a door and copy it to the other side. It's also really hard to see in the house, so let's get some lighting. So if you go over here, objects by function, we can go to a list here of all the things we need. We're already in the lighting category, so stick with that. And I'm gonna go for ceiling lamps. Go to the second light, and this is one of the best lights in the game to use. Click and place it because the light's going to cover a lot of area, and place them in your different rooms. Let's also put in some wallpaper. So go back to your build mode, click on wall patterns. Let's go to wallpapers. Go to this basic one over here. Oh, my face cam. I'm gonna select this basic one, plain but pretty. Click on it, and then you just hold shift and then hold shift and click to place it in the different rooms. If you wanna do a feature wall, you can pick another color or a different wallpaper entirely, and just hold Alt and click it down just like that. In my bathroom, I might want to do a tiled wall. So we can go to tiling. Let's maybe get this aqua one, hold down Shift and place. Similarly, if you want to do floor patterns, click on the floor patterns area, go to tile for the bathroom. Let's go for this one because it's matching to the wallpaper. Shift and click. I feel like some carpet in the bedroom, so let's place the carpet. Let's go for a gray up there. The living room, let's go for a nice plain floorboard. And heck, I might do that as well in the dining kitchen area. So now we just have to finish the place. So we can go to objects by room to make it a little easier. Let's start with the bedroom. Go to the bed icon, click on a bed, and let's go with one that has a bit of color in it. Place that down, put a couple of side tables in, just like that. I feel like we need some lighting, so click on lights, scroll down until you get a desk lamp. Let's put a couple of these in. Now, if you want, you can hold Alt and click and rotate an item to put it on a more organic angle. We also need a dresser, so click on your dresser. Let's place one in the corner. Let's get a dresser. Click on the dresser icon, select a dresser, and uh-oh, it looks like it's gonna be covering the door. That's right, we can just move the door to the side. Now click and drag it in again. If you wanna change the color or the swatch of an item, you can go to the design tool. If you wanna change the color of an item, go up to the top or press R for the design tool. No. I want to change the color of this dresser. So I'm just going to go up here, hover over the design tool, click on it, and then I can click on my item and pick any of the swatches that are available. Let's go just with a white one. I feel like we're missing some decoration in here, so maybe let's get a nice indoor plant to put on the dresser. We can get a mirror, maybe a nice long one, just like this. And then I feel like I want some privacy, so let's put some curtains over the windows. I'm gonna select these white ones. I'm starting to get tongue twisted, aren't I? Now, I'm getting a little bit nervous about budget. So to keep an eye on that, I'm gonna go to my venue info icon over here, and I can see our value is at 9,670 simoleons, which is the currency in The Sims. So we wanna keep that under 20,000 simoleons. So I'm gonna leave it open from now on. Let's keep this room very basic and not add anything else at this stage. We can always add more decoration and more interesting things to the room as our Sims make more money. So let's move on to the next room. Let's work on the bathroom next. I'm gonna put another curtain in here, and then I'm gonna go to my objects by room, click on the bathroom icon, and start with the toilet. Whenever you build a home for your Sims, they're gonna need a bed and a toilet definitely, and a way to eat. Usually something for fun as well, such as a bookshelf or TV, or a computer is also a good thing to have. So let's get our toilet. Let's get a shower. I'm gonna click, hold, and rotate so the Sims can actually get in the door here. Otherwise, it won't let me place it into the wall because your Sims can't enter the shower. And then we're gonna need a basin as well. We can get a freestanding basin, or we could also get a counter instead. And then we can click basins and place a basin within the counter. Usually this is gonna be a bit more expensive though. So let's go with our cheapest option. I'm also gonna get a mirror. Why not? And one thing that I like to do, even though Sims don't use toilet paper, I always put a toilet paper holder in, and I hold Alt to place it on the wall next to the toilet. I hate the blue tile, same. I don't know why I used it. So now we have a bedroom and bathroom, and our budget's going okay. So we need to add our kitchen, dining, and lounge room. Let's work on the lounge room next. So let's go back to objects by room, click on the living room, and let's select a couch. I'm gonna go with one of the cheapest couches. I'm just gonna place it over here and rotate it. This window is also kind of in the way, so I'll move that across. Now, for fun, we could add a TV, but TVs can get really expensive. Like this one's 8,000 simoleons. This little TV is 275, so although it might not be my Sims' taste, they might have to start from the bottom to work their way up to the big things. Now, the TV doesn't really look very good on the ground, so let's get a side table to place it on. Let's get the cheapest one, put it against the wall, pick up the TV, hover over the table, and you're gonna be able to put the TV on the table. I'm gonna move this back a little bit. Now let's get an armchair. Again, let's go for the chipper cheap. You can hold Alt to place it on any angle you like, just like that. A rug would be nice too. So let's get a nice cheap rug, place it over here as well. I would love to have a pot plant, so let's get this one and place it in the corner. And I think that's looking pretty good. Let's work on the kitchen. So go over here to your kitchen panel. Chipper cheap. And let's start with placing some counters. Click on the counters. I'm gonna go with this one because it's the cheapest again. And I'm gonna place a counter here and a counter here. You'll see why in just a second. My windows are looking a little low, so I'm gonna lift them up. To cook in a kitchen, you're gonna need at least one counter, a fridge to get food out of, and also a stove to cook it on, or a microwave, or a barbecue. So let's get a stove. Let's place it here under the window, and then let's get a fridge. Let's get the cheapest fridge and place it in the corner. Now, a sink is usually helpful in a kitchen as well, and we're gonna need some kind of bin on the property too, whether it's this big outside bin or a bin in the kitchen. Let's place a little bin. Are you serious? Over here, I'm just gonna hold down Alt. So there's all the things we need in our kitchen. I think it'd also be nice to have some tiling, so I'm gonna use my eyedropper tool to pick up what I put in the bathroom and place it down in the kitchen. Wow, that's very aqua. Let's make that white. Now we have space for a dining room. So click on objects by room, click on your dining room. Let's get a really simple 4-seater table. we can place the table down, click on chairs, and the chairs are actually going to just snap to the table. Hopefully we can afford 4. Uh-oh, we can't fit this one anyway. So we can either move our table across like this, or just have 3 chairs. Let's try and add a 4th chair with the eyedropper tool. So we're actually doing really well with budget. So we can add a few extra things to the house now that we've got all of our essentials. Although we're missing a mailbox. We've got all the essentials we need. We've got a bed to sleep in. We've got a TV for fun. We've got our kitchen and our bathroom. So now really the only last essential item we need is a mailbox. Now, I don't even know where to find a mailbox in this catalog, so I'm actually going to use the search bar. So you can search for items in the game. So let's type in mailbox. And there are going to be some options that come up. Oh. Let's use the search bar and type in mailbox. And I'm going to click on the Willow Creek mailbox. This will take us to the category of where they are. You'll also see I have 1 kit installed, which is an extra pack. You can see that by the different icon above the items. Let's select this basic mailbox and place it to the side of our house. That way we can get mail and we can pay the bills around here. It's also a good idea to have an outside trash bin because eventually your inside trash bin is going to overflow. And seeing as though we have the money, let's place one. And now it's just up to us having a bit of fun and adding whatever we like. So I'm going to add a few extra things to the house. And this is going to be like sped through. So just imagine some fun music running right now. It's gonna be like or a loop of you saying the chipper cheap. How much is this? It's way too expensive. We actually ended up doing pretty well with budget, I'm just saying. And we're doing pretty well with time as well, because we've got 5 minutes before James has to join Zeus. Damn clutter items. Will it be elevator style music? I don't know. Ooh, this really doesn't go with the rest of the house, does it? I don't think this house is that ugly, but it's like not that nice either. Oh yeah, the fire alarm, good point. All right, now I've finished adding some extra goodies to my house. I've added a couple of feature walls to make it look a bit better, a rug, some decor items. I even was able to afford a little office area, which is pretty good for a starter home. Now, one thing I also forgot to add that is really important is a smoke alarm, because particularly new Sims who have a very low skill level can easily start fires in their house and your Sims can die. So let's go to the smoke alarm in the kitchen area and pop that in, which means if we start a fire, the fireman's going to be able to come and put our Sim out if, you know, they're in flames. And then that's it. This is our house. It comes in at 16,718 simoleons. So this definitely does classify as a starter home, and it has all of the essentials. So let's take a tour of this house. Let's go through the So we have our lounge room, our little office area, the dining area, the kitchen, the bathroom, and our pastel bedroom. Oh, kind of pastel bedroom. So well done. You built your first house. As an extra little touch, you might want to go into build mode and go back to that terrain tool we used at the start. And it's sometimes nice to just add a little bit of shading underneath the trees and the bushes or your outside bin, even the mailbox, just to make it look a little bit more realistic. You can save this house by clicking the Save Lot button up here if you want to use it for multiple games. It's also a good idea to save it so you don't accidentally bulldoze it. So I can just remind myself there's one bedroom, one bathroom. I can write a description. And if you're connected to the internet, you can also share it to the gallery. So I can share it for other people to download. And that's it, you guys. If you go back to the map view, you'll be able to see your house is now in the world. There it is. And maybe the pancakes are gonna move into it. Oh. I can move my nugget sim into the house. I can move one of my sims into it as well. So let's move her in. She can sell her existing furniture. I mean, she's got a lot of remaining funds, but that's okay. And there you go. Now my sim lives there. And if I want to play that sim, I just click on the house, press play, and bam, we're ready to rumble in our starter home. So you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know if you'd like to see more building tutorials or Sims tutorials. And as always, I hope you're having a lovely morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you're on the world. I'll speak to you soon, and happy simming. Dag dag. And that's a wrap. We did it.